Hey there, back today with some more watercolor. Today we're trying to paint Kakashi. Emphasis on trying. Like and subscribe to see more art stuff in the future. We'll start with the blues. Kakashi wears a mask covering most of his face, and a headband pulled down over his eye covering half of what's left. And all of it is the same material, I guess, because it's the same blue. We'll start with the base blues. Afterwards, we'll put in some shadows to make sure we don't lose the jaw and chin. After that, we'll move on over to the mask a little to put in some shadows as well. Once the blues are settled, we'll get into the skin tones, starting light and then adding some red tones to help with shading. From here, we'll get into the hair, doing random strokes upwards with some grays to make the general shape. Kakashi has white hair, so we won't really touch the highlights, and just put in shadows. We can also use blues for some midtones. Moving back on over to the mask to contour in some shapes, like his nose and cheeks. Once we've done a bit on the shapes, we'll move on to the jacket. Not much here, just some extra to flesh out the drawing a bit. I won't put too much effort into it because that's not really meant to be the focus. Next, we'll bring out some color pencils to add some detail and new colors. After we put down some pencil, we use water to blend it out. These are watercolor pencils. Just going around and around the painting, fixing what I can see. I decided to go over the blues with a brighter wash. I'm not sure how to make it look metal, so I'm just doing gray on the edges to hint at shape and using white for highlights. Now I'm using black liners to add some extra depth on the points where light wouldn't get too far in. Then we need to add the leaf engraving for the village, using pencils to add the shadows and the white acrylic paint for highlights. Now I'm using black liners to add some extra depth on the points where light wouldn't get too far in. Then we need to add the leaf engraving for the village, using pencils to add the shadows and the white acrylic paint for the highlights. And lastly, we just need to add some highlights and strands to the hair. Thank you. Like and subscribe to see more.